Hi, site visibility service. Okay, I cannot emphasize how many people do not submit their sitemaps. Absolutely amazes me. It's a critical part of digital marketing is to actually have, first of all, a sitemap set up on your website, which even that amazes me. Some people don't have that. And those sitemaps are actually submitted. So a sitemap has a list of all your individual URLs, and it's usually in one of these formats which I've written on here. So it'll be your website, domain.com.co.uk, whatever that is, / then sitemap.xml. Or if you're using WordPress like we are with a Yoast plugin, we would do sitemap_index.xml. So an example of that is here, as you can see. So when you are submitting the sitemaps, in this case, on our website, you can see here we've got 6 sitemaps, and this one here, the top one, is relating to posts. So this is about blog posts. Then we've got one for pages, one for products, one for categories, and then one for product categories. And then the last one here is for authors. So if you're doing blog posts and you have an author, that's what that's for. I'm never really too worried about that myself, but it may become important one day. I don't know. So at the moment, you can see the modified dates. So here what we're trying to do is we're trying to submit the sitemaps which have all your URLs. Now, if you don't submit your sitemaps, then clearly that's going to be an issue. So if we just go on to Google and just type in, for example, fence, what you ideally want is somebody to type the word fence in and for you to come up on the top page. And that listing will come up here in the form of a snippet. One of the interesting things is within the sitemaps, you can actually submit your images. So you'll notice mid-March 2024, you can see here we've started seeing images next to the snippets. And that tells you that this has become an important part of your optimization. So you should be naming those images using what's called the alternative text, the alt text. And so that's ideally what we're trying to achieve. But every single individual URL on your page, generally speaking, has a keyword associated with it. And this is why we do SEO. And so what we're doing is we're doing the optimization work and then we're submitting our sitemaps. Or potentially it could be that your sitemap doesn't get crawled for maybe even years. And I've currently got 2 cases where they are massive sites, and there's like on one of them there's something like 4,000 404s, which they didn't apparently know about. They haven't done any like 301 readouts or anything like that. The other one, they haven't submitted any sitemaps since 2014. So it can't be a good thing to see 2014 in the sitemap, surely. So what's happening is, of course, we want this listing in the top 10, ideally in the top 3 or top position actually. But what's happening is if we're not submitting our sitemaps and we're not listing, then clearly other websites will be listing. And as they go ahead of you, they're actually pushing you down the list. And so therefore, our website visibility service, basically what we do is we submit your individual URLs and your sitemaps every single day. So that might sound a bit excessive to some people, but actually the result of that is where you can see on this graph here, where you can see we started off about 95 organic traffic, and all we've done is submit the sitemaps. This site had under 10,000 pages, so it's £100 plus VAT a month. It's an absolute no-brainer. You can see here we're up to about 3,500, which is the best the site has ever done. And all we've done is literally submit the sitemaps. So I can't emphasize to you how important it is. It's all very well writing the blog posts, making them look nice, adding the images. But if Google doesn't actually see them because you're not submitting the sitemaps, then clearly that's a big problem. So again, this for me is an absolute no-brainer. It's a must. If you're doing digital marketing, you must be submitting your sitemaps. It can be a bit of a pain, and that's why we have an automated system. We don't need access to your website. We simply take your URL and we'll submit that for you on a daily basis. So that's the site visibility service. Thank you.